So, I feel like, I don't know, this may or may not be the wisest thing for me to even be vlogging about. It'll probably come back to bite me later, but I gotta get it off my chest anyway, especially since I decided to theme this week's Music Monday around this, which I just want to throw it out there in case anybody was concerned who is unfamiliar with the lyrics of that song. I am not suicidal. I'm fine. I'm fine. Those are just the words of the song, and I don't know. It still kind of hit it home, but I mean, no, I am okay. I assure you, it's nothing like that. But, I don't know. It just seems to be one of the quintessential breakup songs, and one that always comes to my mind whenever I go through one, and this was no exception, so it made sense to cover that one. So talking more about that topic, I think this is probably the first time I've been dumped in quite this fashion via snail mail, which I suppose it's better than being dumped via text message. That would be the shittiest of the shitty, and yeah, I had that one happen once too, but, no, it's right here. I'm not showing any addresses, but, yeah, and I dunno, I feel like going over it with you guys. He's probably not watching this anyway, and if he is, then it's nothing he can't see, but yeah, I'll explain more of this situation after. You can judge me if you want. I probably deserve it, but like I said, I need a place to vent, and this is where I go when I need to vent, so yeah, I'm gonna read the letter to you guys, and I'm also going to add my commentary as I go, since there are some rebuttals that need to be said, but there's a lot of things said here that I absolutely agree with, and to be fair, I saw this coming, like, a long time ago, and yeah, I'm not surprised, I'm not shocked, little hurt, but I mean, you know, it's kind of the story of my life at this point, so. Dear Jennifer, I felt the need to write to you with my hand, so it is more from the heart. I have tried my best to always show you respect and to give you the best of myself. That he has. I don't feel as if I have done anything wrong at all to cause you dissension. Not gonna lie, I don't know what the word dissension means, so we're going to look it up on dictionary.com, because apparently I'm a retard who doesn't know words. So, to the dictionary to look up dissension. Come on, computer, do a thing. It does not come up with anything for that. It comes up with dissenting, which maybe that's what this is applying to. To differ in sentiment or opinion, especially from the majority, withhold assent or disagree. To disagree with the methods, goals, etc. of a political party or government, no. To disagree with or reject the doctrines or authority of an established church, yeah, no. So I think it has to do with the opinion one. I think I have the gist of it, but yeah, the word is legit not in the dictionary, so whatever. Could be why I didn't recognize it, but to be fair, yeah, he actually did not do anything. I did a thing, so we have been through a lot together, and for that I am happy that we helped each other out for as long as we could. However, recent events have led me to believe that our friendship is volatile. Which, I have the gist of the word, but I want to make sure there is no mistake. So I looked that one up too, and I actually have that up in a tab. Some of these apply to me, some of them do not, so let's go through the list. The first one, evaporating rapidly, passing off readily in the form of vapor. Actually, that makes sense. I tend to disappear for weeks, months, at a time without saying a fucking word. That applies. Number 2, tending or threatening to break out into open violence or explosive. Yeah, no, that one does not apply to me. Number 3, changeable, mercurial, flighty. Yes, yes, and yes. Tending to fluctuate sharply and regularly. Yeah, I'm bipolar. Fleeting, transient. Yeah. Of or relating to storage that does not retain data when electrical power is... Yeah, that regards to computers, that's not me. Able to fly or flying. Pretty sure I can't fly. A volatile substance such as a gas or solvent. Yeah, no. So, basically, flighty, disappears at the drop of a hat. Huge fluctuations from one end of the scale to the other. Yes, all of those apply to me. I have never hid that fact. I am usually the first one to point out these traits, and people tend to not believe me when I point them out until they witness them firsthand, and then they call me crazy, and I'm like, hey, I told you this was a thing. Just saying. Okay, so... However, recent events have led me to believe that our friendship is volatile, and not from anything I did either. Again, he's right. What it comes down to is that you seem to be your own worst enemy. Again, true. Conjuring fantasies and untruths in your mind to the point that it literally makes you insane. This is where it starts to spin a bit. Because while I do not know for 100% certainty the details of said situation, I have had a gut instinct on this one for over a year, and pretty much all evidence says otherwise, despite what he says and what the other party involved says. I'll talk more about that later. So this one I don't think is conjuring fantasies, but whatever. You know what? You do you. You look at it however you gotta look at it if it helps you sleep at night. I can see how you have lost so many people in your life to this downfall, and it really is a shame because I am positive that you are not a bad person at all. To be fair, yes. But, some of them legit were actually two-timing me. Other ones, I suspected it because it's happened so many times to where I more or less expect most people are doing it to me, whether they are or aren't, but this one I have very good reasons to believe what's going on. Whether it is, or was or wasn't at this point, kind of a moot point, because it's over now, I guess. You have a wonderful heart, and you're very talented with so much to offer. I cannot speculate on what makes you go into these episodes of destruction, but it is something you might want to get a handle on. Does it matter to you to try to have some semblance of a life? That right there is referring to this channel right here, and to the fact that I am an agoraphobe. Both facts that I do not try to hide, and I am the first one to admit that I do not have a life, but... let's see. Or are you just so down about your health issues that it doesn't matter at all? Okay. This is some bullshit right here, because every time that I open up to somebody about the severity and the reality of my health issues, suddenly any and every little thing gets blamed on that and gets spun into this. It's like, no, that really has nothing to do with this. That the only way that it's even relevant is that some people have actually used it as an excuse to two-time, but not all. I can admit when I'm wrong, but no, that's whatever. If the latter is the case, you really need to warn people about this side of yourself, unless you enjoy the prospect of taking down as many others as you can with you, but I really don't think that is you. No, that's not me, and I do warn people about this side of me, but again, people don't believe me when I tell them that I am batshit insane. I I am most upset that you don't trust me, and by doing what you did, trying to prove that I am lying. Not cool. What I did, if anyone is curious, I messaged the other girl in question and asked about the nature of her relationship with the guy. I don't think I was out of lines in doing that, but this caused him to spin out as soon as he found out that I messaged her to ask. And yet, here's the thing. I didn't do it in a threatening way. I didn't do it in a scary way. I can show you guys a screen cap of exactly what I sent her, and even the reply and the Google translation of what the reply was, because it was in Spanish. But, basically, I had to say that, if there is more going on there than just a friendship, I'd like to know, because I can back the fuck off. I will let you guys be happy. That is okay by me, but I need to know the truth. Plain and simple. Which was denied by both parties, but there was also an odd 2-day wait between the opening of that message and a reply to that message. So it's like, did she have to show it to him and then find out what to say to me? Like, there's so much that doesn't add up, but whatever. The one thing that I tell you about myself that gives me the most anxiety to the point of wanting to die is lack of money, how my future is unsure. That is my unfortunate truth. I am stuck right where I am currently with absolutely no prospect of getting ahead in the near future. Bankruptcy is looming over my head. How you could ever make yourself believe that I have anything of an elaborate nature going on in my dead-end life is beyond me. Because again, it's not that much of a stretch when he literally changed screen names to have the other girl's name involved in them, and is his lock screen on his phone, I believe also on his computer. There's a lot of things. He'll, tag her in cutesy romantic-looking posts on Facebook. He sweeps me under the rug. He doesn't even interact with my posts, but for her, that's why I'm like, there's more here than meets the eye. I am not stupid, and I mean, if he's gonna say that I'm insane for accusing him of this, then okay, you know what? I'll take that accusation, because I still 110% believe that that is exactly what's going on, despite being told otherwise. Because nobody ever admits it when they're caught, alright? I had somebody lie to me for 4 years straight before owning up on this. Kind of damages a person for life once that's happened, but, that wasn't him that did that. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, so I find it very sad and disheartening that you, as a dear longtime friend, distrusted me to the point that you did. Why you couldn't just reach out and talk to me first is something I will never understand, and at this point am done trying to. I tried to. I did go to him first. I basically flat out interrogated him on a number of occasions, both online, over Skype, over the phone, and in person. I basically got the same type of answers every time. It's like, my gut instinct is usually not wrong. If it is, then I may have just thrown away a good thing, but if he's done, then, whatever. My life seems to be filled with these fruitless situations, to which there is no end in sight. It makes disappearing that much easier. Best of luck in all you do, but please remember to warn future people of this side of you if you do not plan on changing. P.S. Enjoy the Japan crate and all of my other heartfelt gifts. Okay, yeah. It's a very odd situation, where basically, to be 100% fair, the term couple was never used, the term boyfriend-girlfriend was never even used. It was implied, very strongly, quite a few times. And yet, I was always the one kept in the dark in favor of the other girl. So I was like, well, I may be right, or I could be wrong and I'm completely irrational. am blowing it out of proportion, and at this point have fucked it up so badly to where apparently it's just done. I believe I even point blank told him at one point that, relationships turn me into a neurotic, jealous person. I'm almost positive it was him I told that to. It's either him or it was Ron. Maybe it was even both of them, but some sort of express warning was given, and was that this is precisely why I don't date. It turns me into an ugly, ugly person. But even when you take away the relationship factor, I am a fucking flake. I am an agoraphobe. I have social anxiety, something awful, to the point where I'll go months at a time, keeping to myself, not saying anything too much of anybody, and then just bounce back in like nothing ever happened. That is part of the reality of how fucked up my mentality is. I went to 8 years of therapy. This is the best I got out of it. At this point, it is not in the cards. At some point in the future, maybe it will be again, but currently right now, it's not an option. So, for now, this is about as good as it gets. So for the record, once again, this just kind of reinforces why I don't date. Because it basically always ends the same way. Well, actually ends one of a few ways, but they all kind of go together. Either somebody two-times me, or I think somebody's two-timing me who actually isn't, but I get so neurotic over it to the point where I push them away and completely sabotage the whole thing. Or my whole social anxiety thing gets so bad and I'm such a flake to where they're like, yeah, fuck this. I'd rather have somebody who's actually present as a partner, and not just somebody who fleetingly comes in and out of the picture from time to time, which, absolutely fair enough. I am the first one to admit I'm a head case, and that's probably good criteria for not being in relationships. I have no issue with that. So, that is a thing. I'm telling it to all of you guys because, Jesus. Yeah, I am not a good person to date. You might try and tell me otherwise, but the reality of it is that. I can be a good friend to people, but when it comes to dating, just no. I'm a bad person to date. And then it gets even worse. I feel very strongly responsible for why he's going through a divorce right now. Like, I feel like if I hadn't have been interacting with him at the time that I was so strongly, maybe he'd have been trying harder to work things out with her instead of ending it. But on the other hand, at that point in time, he was suicidal, so he might also be dead right now if it weren't for that. So I don't know. It's hard to say. But, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do have significant guilt. Especially since the wife was a mutual friend. I was friends with her too. She kind of went off the rails crazy between drug abuse and just her own neuroses, but again, who am I to judge when I'm just as guilty of that shit? But, yeah. So, that is that. That is the end of that chapter of things, I guess. I, at this point, am unsure if I'm supposed to write a snail mail letter back. Like, what is the protocol for being dumped that way? So I don't know if I'm supposed to reply there, or do I reply on Facebook or email? Or do I just leave it be and not touch it? Like, I honestly don't know. As of the time of filming this, he still has me added on Facebook, so I don't know. It's hard trying to figure out how to navigate these things. That I do want to clarify that I'm in no way vilifying him. I'm not trying to drag his name through the mud. I'm not trying to paint him as a bad person, because he's not. He's actually a very good person, even if the truth may be that he actually is carrying on with the other girl, or not. Either way, neither of those scenarios makes him a bad person. At least not in my eyes. So, I am the screw-up here, yet again, but, yeah, it's definitely an odd situation. And I am not quite sure how I feel about it. I'm not sure it's 100% hit me yet. Hold on, I need a cough drop real quick. But, I'm gonna be completely unattractive and sucking on this while I talk, but, so, basically, I think what makes this one difficult is that I can't 100% discern if it's just the end of the relationship and or potential relationship, whatever he may have viewed it as. I don't really know for sure how he defined it in his head. Or is it also the end of the friendship at large? That I do not know. Either way, not quite sure it's fully sunk in yet. And if it is the latter of those two, obviously it's going to hurt a lot more. If it's just the romantic aspect of things, then, you know, life goes on. I'm pretty much at the point where I can get dumped or dump somebody and carry on pretty well like normal. If that makes me a cold, heartless bitch, then so be it. It's happened enough times where it's like, well, it sucks, and I'm sad, but what are you gonna do about it? It's life, so. Oh my god, I'm just like, it's one of those things where you question your life choices, and you wonder how exactly you got into this situation in the first place. And then wonder how you let it go so awry, so badly, so quickly, so many times. That is all on me. Not even gonna claim anything else. That is 100% all on me. So, honestly, he's probably a lot better off. Like, I am also the very first one to admit that. Like, he could do a million times better. His wife that he's divorcing looks like a fucking model. Like, I think she actually is doing modeling now, so that tells you anything. The other girl that he may or may not be carrying on with that I will probably never know the actual truth of also looks like a fucking model. One of these things is not like the other, and the other thing is me. I'm the thing that doesn't match, so. Yeah, I kinda knew a mile away that I don't blend in with these things, and yeah, that. I'm fun to just kill time with when there's nothing better around, but when there's actually something good to chase, yeah, I'm not that great, so that's okay. I'm used to that. I have no delusions to think that I'm better than that, so. But, yeah, he does not need the drama that comes with dating me, being associated with me, what all else that entails, honestly. Again, it sucks, but I brought it on myself. I always bring it on myself just about because I am a fuck-up. So, you can try and argue me. I know plenty of you in the comments will probably go, oh, no, you're not. It's like, no. I am. Like, for real, I am a fuck-up. I am the first one to say it. So, I don't really know what else I currently have to say about that situation. I'm sad that it's over, And yet, at the same time, I am definitely the one at fault here. So I really am in no position to complain about it because I brought it on myself for being a head case. And yet the worst part, the part that just is the kicker here, I am still not convinced that he's not carrying on with that other girl. And if he is, you know what? I wish them the best. I hope they're very happy together if that is actually what's going on. But, I mean, honestly, she's probably a million times more stable than I am, so. But yeah, so I'm gonna tuck this back in the envelope. I don't know, guys. It just... fucking drama that my life tends to involve. And yet it is always on me. Every time. So, just throwing it out there that I am in no way blaming this on him. This is me. I just wanted to share with you guys that for once, the actual, not dissolution, but, fuck it, I'll just say breakup, because I don't know what word I'm thinking of here, but the actual breakup itself ever happened via snail mail. That is a new one for me. And I figured, well, while it's here, while I'm trying to process all of this, I guess I'll share it with you guys. I don't really know who else to talk to about it because anyone on Facebook would know who all this is. So I can't go there about it. If I go to my family about it, they'll be like, I told you so. So that kind of leaves you guys, because you're kind of a neutral third party who are in no way affiliated with any of the individuals involved in this situation. So, that is why I am not naming names. I mean, if any of you happen to be members of a certain fandom, you might be able to, like, connect the dots and figure it out, but I'm not gonna how to name, so. Anyway, that is about all I have to say on this one. Hopefully the next vlog will be a happier one. But yeah, this one, it was just like, that's a thing that happened, so I guess since it is a part of my life, and since I'm kind of documenting shit on here, may as well share it with you guys. Since I don't filter out the bad stuff, you guys know that. I include it. So, I'll see if I can get a review up tonight. I have no idea if I'll actually get one up tonight or not. It depends how long this takes to upload. Honestly, in all reality, looking at how long this has been running for, plus the song video, the odds of a review going up tonight are not too great. So, I'll try for first thing in the morning to try and make it up to you. Well, maybe not first thing. Not once it's like light out, because I know a lot of you guys know I got up at like 4 in the morning, but it is not even light out at 4 in the morning, so maybe like 9, 10, 11, somewhere in there I'll try to film, and then however long it takes to upload, but yeah, that kind of derailed where I thought my videos were going today, but yeah, that was a thing. Still not sure how I feel about it, but it is a thing. I am not looking for pity. I'm not looking for sympathy. It is literally just sharing an aspect of my life because I figure those of you who actually follow all these videos would probably be curious. Say, like, whatever happened to that guy that you used to mention a lot, like, a while back? Like, I felt like I kind of owe it to you guys that, yeah, that is apparently over, so. And it's on me, so. Cannot possibly blame him on this one, because, no, but, yeah. Oh well. So like I was saying, I'm gonna try to get you up in the morning. I may even attempt to do 2 reviews tomorrow because I didn't get one done today, and there have been a few days lately where I didn't get one up that I meant to. So trying to get closer to back on track with the video schedule that I had laid out. Yeah, I'll see about, I don't know. I know, I'm overthinking all of it. I'll do one for sure. Maybe a second one. Depends how busy tomorrow gets, so. You guys know how it goes, so. Anyway, I don't even know what time it is right now, but let's look on the computer. Oh my god, it's only 7 o'clock. It feels way the fuck later than that. Yeah, just gonna wrap this up here. And I guess that is that. I honestly don't know what else to say here. Like, even my normal video sign-off does not feel appropriate tonight. So, there is that. There's also some drama going on with my puppy dog, but that will be another video for another day. You guys have listened to me bitch enough for one evening. I'm gonna leave it at this.